read to you. Psalm 139, 13 to 16. Keep your eyes closed for me. Stay in a moment of worship. You shape me, first inside, then out. You formed me in my mother's womb. I thank you, high God, you are breathtaking. Body and soul, I'm marvelously made. I worship you in adoration. What a creation. You know me inside and out. You know every bone in my body. You know exactly how I was made, bit by bit, how I was sculpted from nothing into something. Like an open book, you watch me grow from conception to birth. All the stages of my life were spread out before you. The days of my life, all prepared before I'd even lived one. Let me prophesy over you right now, all in. We've said it before. You were created on purpose for a purpose. Come on. You were created by a loving God, hand designed, your life put together bit by bit by a God in heaven who loves you with a plan and a purpose. Let me say it right now. You are not a mistake. Come on, somebody. Are we in Audacious Church? You aren't a mistake. You aren't the result of a bunch of coincidences. You aren't worthless. You aren't forgotten. You aren't alone. You aren't what that person said you were. Come on, before I'm preaching, I'm going to take us there. You need to get this. You were created. I don't know if you've ever been told this before in your life. You were created by a loving God who wants to have relationship with you. You were created on purpose for a purpose. Never listen to anything else but that. I don't know what you've been told, young person. You are not a mistake. I don't know what you've been told by those people at school, by family members. God has a plan and a purpose for you, and nothing can change it, nothing can stop it, nothing will ever come against it, because a God in heaven is for you and with you. So I want to say this right now, before we do anything else. At the end of tonight, I'm going to give you a chance to come into relationship with that God. Some of you here are faking it till you make it. You've never made that decision, but you want people to think that you have. Some of you, the first time in church, and you're thinking, this is cool. I don't know what he's going on about, but he's cool. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to pray a prayer and put your hand up and say, God, I need you in my life. But before we do anything else, would you bow your heads right now and close your eyes? The presence of God is here. Come on, lift your hands in this moment. Father God, we tune in to heaven right now to hear from you. We thank you that you created us on purpose, for a purpose. We thank you that nothing can stop you, nothing can come against you, nothing can change the plans and purposes that you have set into motion. So right now we give this night to you. We say, speak how you want to speak. Speak through me. Speak to us, we're listening. And everybody said, come on for 10 seconds. No, come on, for 10 seconds, it's not a golf clap. Would you give Jesus some praise in this place? Come on, somebody, give him praise in this place. Hey! He's worthy. 5 more seconds. Come on, all in. Press in. on. Oh, we're like 50% there. Matt, they need your enthusiasm, brother. Are you with me, Matt? Are you with me all in? You gonna help me preach? Oh, that was a less of a cheer. I'm panicking a little bit. You gonna help me preach? Okay, you got 5 seconds. Give someone a high five. Go back to your seat. We're gonna get into this thing, and it's gonna be real good. Thank you so much, band. Give it up for the band. Oh, come on, give it up for the band. We're getting there. You guys are quiet, but we'll get there. For my sake and everyone else's sake, can someone tap the clock over so I've got my time at the back? Otherwise, we're going to be here all night, man. Oh, this is good. Are we feeling good tonight? That side is, you guys suck. I'm really sorry, I'm going to tell you the truth. Are we feeling good tonight? Rafari, you need to do some work on your young adults, brother. Are we feeling good, all in young adults? Don't know what words I said, but words came out of my mouth. Do me a favor, get your notebook out. I'm allowing you to get your phone out if you want. Please don't go on Snapchat. It's not the time. Open up your notes and take some notes. The rumor has it that people who take notes get to heaven quicker. You get a better seat in heaven, and you get to live nearer to Jesus. It's not in the Bible, but someone told me it, and I believed it, so I'm backing it. It was Pastor Glenn as well. I'm joking. It's good. Okay, write this down for me. This is the title of my message tonight. Purpose looks good on you. If I could get my props on, that would be fantastic. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor? No, do it like you got a bit of soul. Neighbor? Purpose looks good on you. Ooh. Alex was just saying it to me. Yeah, it doesn't matter, dump him anyway. Turn to your other neighbor and say, neighbor, you better write that in your notes. And then judge them a little bit if they ain't taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Just give them a little bit of a don't judge. We don't judge here, but just give them a little bit of a, Amy's like, I get a number of things that I can get away with. Amy's like, you can't say that. That's unacceptable. Let me tell you this, right? I don't know about you, but there aren't many better things in life than finding a jacket that fits you perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Freddie knows. Look at him. He's grinning on the front row. There aren't many better things in life than finding just a jacket, man, that fits you like it was made for you. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking like some cheap jacket that you've picked up from Primark and it's too baggy and it's all floppy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a jacket that when you put it on, your posture changes. You know what I'm saying? You just feel good. You look good, you walk better, you talk better, people think you're better looking, you're like walking around thinking, I've got the moves, I feel good in this jacket, man. Do you know what I'm saying? There's something about a jacket that fits you perfectly, that changes your posture. You're like confident. I'm just like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That was like an open-ended question. I was hoping someone would give me some sort of answer. You know what I mean? There we go. Good job, Alex. There's this thing, right? Most of you won't relate because you're all too, I think everyone's too young, more or less. But when you get married, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're married. I'm not going to lie, I thought that was Phoebe. I was like, whoa, jeez. We got something to discuss later. Okay, when you get married, right? Have you got my wedding pictures? Jeez, look at that guy. That's like my top man modeling pose. That's like, you know what I mean? It's just really, look at that. Jeez, that's a sly looking guy. Amy looks great as well. Yeah, I had hair then. Look at that. And it was brown as well. Luscious brown hair. Amy obviously looks the best. Give Amy a round of applause. This is our wedding day. This was from last year. But when you get married, right, you do this thing as a guy, and it's awesome, and you don't get to do it very often because, you know, money's, where you get something called a tailor-made suit. Yeah, come on, that deserves an ooh. Like, I ain't walking into Primark, H&M, Top Man, R.I.P. Oh, those are the days. I'm walking into River Island thinking I'll grab that suit, throw it on my wedding day, bish bash bosh, jobs are good and I'm married. That's not how this thing works, right? You get a tailor-made suit. You get measured for it. You get like it's slightly intrusive, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're measuring you. You're feeling very uncomfortable, very tuck in the waist to make sure that you don't look too fat. And it's, they're tailor-fitting it to you. This suit, my friends, I have never felt more confident than I did on that day wearing that suit. Look at me. It's fitted perfectly. It felt good. I looked good. My posture was good. I was feeling it. There's nothing better than a tailor-made suit, something designed for you, a jacket that you put on and you are like, I am the man. At the same time, let me just go the other way. There's nothing worse than wearing something that wasn't designed for you. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm taking you there, brother, don't you worry. There's nothing worse than wearing something that was not designed for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Depop and Vinted, right? Do you know what I'm saying, man? I know you're a big fan of it. I see people buying stuff off there and wearing it. I'm thinking, brother, that was not designed for you. I know you think you look hipster. You look ridiculous. And do you know what I'm saying, right? Or when you buy something online and it's just it looks good on the model. You're thinking, that is my dream jacket. It looks good. It feels, man, I can't wait. It arrives and something happens in the post, man. The sleeves are down here. It's you've ordered an oversized denim jacket. Somehow you're wearing a cropped denim jacket. How does that even work, man? Who designs these things? And it's just nothing worse than it. Let me take you one further. There's nothing worse than hand-me-downs. Do you know what I'm saying? The younger sibling. Who's a younger sibling? Give me a wave in this place. I'll pray for you at the end. Younger siblings, man, there's a bit where you're blessed, where you get spoiled by your mum, but also there's this weird thing where they buy clothes for the older siblings and then just assume that that's acceptable to then give it to the younger siblings 10 years later. Let me tell you what's even worse than that. When your older siblings are 3 sisters. My friends, 5-year-old Joel was not meant to wear a pink puffer jacket. Pink ain't my color, man. But I tell you right now, there are pictures of 5-year-old Joel wandering around in this pink puffer jacket thinking, I look so cool. They lied to me. I didn't look cool. I looked like a fool. All right? It wasn't designed for me. It wasn't made for me. It didn't look good on me. Nothing worse than wearing something that wasn't designed for you. You're thinking, what's this got to do with purpose? Let me take you there. I read a verse at the start. Put that back up for me, actually. Psalm 139. When you find it, thank you so much. Put that back up on there for me. I read this verse, and let me take you where I'm going. We're good for time. We've got plenty of time. This is good. What's this got to do with purpose? We read in Psalm 139 that God created all of us with a plan and a purpose, that he had planned out every single day of our lives, that it was planned to the nth degree. I think, has he got it up there? There it is. All the days of my life prepared before I'd even lived one, which means, my friends, there's a plan for your life. I already prophesied it over you. I don't know if you believe it. I'm not too bothered. I think by the end you will. There's a plan for your life, and that plan is called purpose. We all go in with that. We all get that. There's a plan for your life, and that plan is called purpose. This plan is tailor-made for you. It's not made for anyone else. No one else can live it. No one else can put it on. It doesn't look good on anyone else. It is perfectly made and designed for you to live. Let me take you one step further and say this. It's a metaphor, but go with me. Don't overthink it. There's a jacket called purpose, and it's been designed for you. Just like when I put on my tailor-made suit, I felt $1 million. I felt great. I looked better. Everyone was like, that's the one. You look good, man. There's a purpose for your life that when you live it out, people go, there's something about him that's different. There's something about him that stands out. There's something about him that looks good. My friends, let me tell you, purpose looks good on you. I don't know if you've ever heard that before. Purpose looks good on you. Turn to your neighbor and say, purpose. Turn to your other neighbor and says, looks good. Now come on, if you're going to do the good, do the good. Looks good. I've never spoken like that before. Amy's like laughing, thinking, who do you think you are? Okay, we've got that down. The question that we now find ourselves asking, you're all sat there thinking it, what does purpose look like? How do we get our hands on it? I'm going to pick up the iPad and walk with it. It's easier. You know what I'm saying? Who am I? Like a TED talk. I'm tired, man. It's been a long week. Okay, purpose, put simply, is found by living out God's plan for our lives. That is the simplest form of godly purpose. Purpose is found by living out God's plan for our lives. Let me just, for everyone who's doubting, there will be some. You don't think there's a plan for your life. Even still, after I prophesied and shouted and read a Bible verse, you're still thinking, Joel, I don't back it. I don't believe it. It doesn't sound legit. I've never been told that before in my life. It's not real. Well, the Bible would say otherwise. You're thinking, why should I listen to the Bible? Well, the Bible is thousands and thousands of years old. People have tried to cancel it, change it, destroy it. And my friends, it's never been canceled. It's never been stopped. It's never been destroyed. So there's one thing that you can trust in this world. It's the Bible, which is the living word of God. You might go, I don't believe you. I don't care. I believe it. They believe it. And my friends, it's true. So let me take you there. Ephesians 2:10. I'll give you some more Bible verses about the plan for your life. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. What's it mean? There's a plan. There's a purpose that you can walk in. Psalm 33:11. God's plan for the world stands up. All his designs are made to last. You ain't a cheap jacket. You ain't a cheap design. There's a purpose. There's a plan. It stands up. No one can destroy it and cancel it. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. What's it mean, friends? There is a plan. There is a purpose. You have been created on purpose for a purpose. I don't know what you've been told. I don't know what lies you've held on to. There is a plan and a purpose for your life, young adults. I don't know what they say at university. I don't know what they've declared over you. There's a plan. There's a purpose, and it's handcrafted by God. Young, old, rich, poor. Doesn't matter what postcode you come from. Doesn't matter if you've got one father figure, no father figure. Doesn't matter if you've got multiple people in your life. Doesn't matter what life you've lived. Doesn't matter the sin that you might have got caught up in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact there's a plan and a purpose for your life. Preaching, man. I feel good, man. Come on, young adults. How are we doing? Yeah, you're getting there. Good job. You're thinking now, we've convinced about the plan thing. Okay. I can get on board. The Bible's really old. It's still around. I can get on board with the plan. Sign me up. Sweet. Give me the purpose. Where do I buy it? How do I get into it? What's the deal? What hoops do I jump through? Who do I talk to? What do I do to access purpose? Well, let me say, you can't buy it. You can't work for it. There's nothing you can do to pay your way into purpose. It doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. You're thinking, great, we can all go home. That's a really bad end to this service. Purpose can only be accessed when we receive the gift of grace. That's a gift. It's got grace written on it. I hope we get the metaphor. Let me explain what grace is. Ephesians 2:8-9. For it is by grace that you have been saved through faith, and it is not from yourselves. It is a gift from God, not by works, so that no one can boast. You can't earn this thing. You could work all your life, and you wouldn't be able to earn it. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God has prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. Grace is God's mercy and forgiveness We've all done wrong. We've all fallen short. We can all accept that. Humanity has messed up. That is just the reality of the world we live in. You don't have to be a Christian to believe that. You look around and think this is a messed up world. And the reality is, we never should have been allowed to be in relationship with God again. But because of his grace that is freely given, we can. You can live in relationship with God through the gift of grace. But still there's a part we have to play. That's called faith. When you receive a gift, you still play a part. You might not have paid for it. You might actually not have done anything to deserve it. It's just a gift. It's been given to you. But you still play a part because you accept the gift. You reach out, you take it, you open it. You play a part in accepting a gift, and the same can be said for the gift of grace. Ephesians 2:8, I read it just a second ago. The first bit, for it is grace you have been saved. That's everything Jesus did. He died on a cross so that you could be forgiven. He took your place. We deserve death, but Jesus instead took our place. For it's been grace you've been saved through faith in God is acknowledging he's real and saying that you need him in your life. Turning away from the sin, turning away from the bad stuff, turning away from your mistakes and going, God, all I need is you. I know our young people love an equation. I did one a couple of weeks ago and they went nuts for it. Tisley, he's nodding. Let me give you an equation. God's grace, God's forgiveness, God's mercy, God's love, God's grace, that is a gift that is freely given to everyone, plus your faith to take it, to reach out and go, you know what? I know that I've made mistakes. I know I'm not worthy, but I'll take some of that grace, Jesus. God's grace, gift freely given, plus your faith, I'm going to take it. Thank you, Jesus. Equals purpose. What's it look like? Well, it's going, well, Jesus, I love you. Jesus, I can never have earned this. I don't deserve this gift. Why, Jesus? Because I love you. That's what he says. So you go, okay. That's what faith looks like. Jesus, I believe in you. You're real. You're for me. You designed me. Once you do that, you access a jacket called purpose. Once you do that, suddenly God's plan and purpose becomes available to you. There's a part still to play though. Because the reality is, I've got a jacket. I've got a jacket. Great. How many people do that with purpose and plans of God? You accept his grace, you accept his forgiveness, you live a life for him and you go, cool. And you just leave it. There's a jacket called purpose. And you know what the next step for you is? You got to make a choice to live in God's plan for your life. You got to make a choice to step into the purpose that he's designed for you. You got to make a choice to put on the jacket called purpose. Too many people stumble at that block. They go, I can get the grace, I can get that, but the plans, nah, man, I want to do my own thing. Even Christians in this place want to do my own thing. What do you know? He's your creator, my friend. If someone's going to know what you should do with your life, it's the guy who invented your purpose. Everyone is searching for meaning. You can take your seats. We got time, man. Everyone is searching for purpose and meaning. The band can come up there. That would be great. It'd help me. But often instead of living God's way, we choose to live our way. Instead of putting on a jacket that has been designed purposely just for us, it's tailor-made, it's got your name in the tag, it's yours. Instead of putting that on and going to God, we go, yeah, but I reckon I can find a better jacket somewhere else. So what do? We go searching in the world for a different purpose, a different plan. You're here tonight. I know there's people. There's jackets you've put on that were not designed for you. You were never supposed to wear them. You were never supposed to touch them. They're hand-me-downs. They're from some cheap knockoff brand called Hell, and it's designed not for you, but it's designed for someone else. And you shouldn't wear it. You shouldn't touch it. But my friends, you've put it on. There's loads of them, but I want to give us 3 jackets. 3 jackets that the world has told us to put on, and I reckon this generation has. I was going to put these jackets on. They don't fit me very well, but it's past that point. We're past the jokes. We're in the serious bit now. Jacket number 1, that wasn't designed for us, but the world tells us to put on, is the jacket of approval. Just fitting in. Doing whatever makes us cool, even if it means compromising what we know is right and wrong. Blending into the crowd. Doesn't matter if I swear, man. Everyone's doing it. I need to be cool. Come on. It doesn't matter if I drink a little bit too much. Everyone's doing it. It makes me fit in. It makes me feel part of something. It's not what you were designed for. You were never designed for the approval of people. You were designed for the approval of one, and that one is Jesus Christ. He is the only approval you need. You don't need the approval of your classmates. You don't need the approval of your friends. You don't even need the approval of your family friends. The only person you need approval from is the one. You don't need it. Jacket number 2, the jacket of experiences. Woo. This jacket looks good. I had a whole denim jacket thing planned to make me look good in it. It looks attractive. I'll just try everything until I find something that makes me feel complete. There's got to be a better jacket than what God's got for me. I'll just try it all. There's no drug. There's no drink. There's no relationship. There's no sexual encounter that'll make you feel complete. It is a lie from the pit of hell, my friend. There is nothing in this world that will make you feel complete or have a purpose or have a plan. There's nothing. And you'll search and you'll search and you'll keep trying and you'll try it all. And by the end of it, you feel broken, hurt, lost, let down by the world. The jacket of experiences, it's a lie. The only experience you need is one right here at the front with Jesus. The only experience you need is when you lift your hands and worship the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. The only experience you need is when you choose to pray, stand up for what's right, speak the faith, the gospel out. That's the only experience you need in your life. Young people, you can sit down. I need to speak to them. You're all blocking them. They're tiny people. Year 7s, do not bow to what the schools tell you should do. Don't do it. Experiences will get you nowhere. Don't bow to what people say makes you cool. Don't live for the approval of others and the experiences of the world. Jacket number 3, the jacket of unforgiveness. You were never supposed to wear it. It'll ruin your life. It'll ruin your life. I promise you, it will ruin your life. If you hold on to unforgiveness, it will choke you, and it's never meant to fit you. It feels uncomfortable, but you've got it on and you go, I just need justice. I just need justice. I just need justice for what was done that was wrong. Friends, there will be a time for justice. God's got it. Unforgiveness will become your everything. You'll be consumed by it. You'll just want bad things to happen to people who've hurt you. You'll just feel like the world's done you wrong and, oh, God can't love me because that happened and this happened. Unforgiveness is a jacket that'll kill you. You've got to take it off. You've got to take it off. So it brings me to the point of what happens next. What do we need to do? You need to take off the jackets that you've put on. The worldly jackets. The jacket of approval. The jacket of experiences. The jacket of unforgiveness. You've got to take it off, friend. Maybe you've got more than one on. Maybe you just piled them on and piled them on and piled them on, thinking this will make me feel better, this will make me feel better. And before you know it, you're choking because you can't breathe about the amount of stuff that you've put on. All the same time, there's a jacket called purpose. Designed. That'll make you feel everything you're searching for. Make you feel fulfilled, make you feel like you've got a plan, will make you feel loved and cherished, will bring you close to your Creator. Ephesians 4:22-24. Make sure you put it up for me. Take off your former way of life, the old self that is corrupt by desires. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind and put on the new self, the one created by God in his likeness, in righteousness, purity, and truth. You were born. You were destined. You were handcrafted by God to be in relationship with him. That is your purpose on this earth, to be in connection and relationship with a loving Father who gave it all so you could live freely. You've got to take off the jackets that you've put on. The crazy thing is this. Those three things I mentioned, let me tell you what happens when you choose to take off those jackets and put on the jacket of purpose. Number one, you get approval from God. The thing you were searching for all along by putting on the jacket of approval, the hilarious thing is the jacket of purpose gives you exactly what you were searching for so desperately. You are approved and loved and chosen and set apart with a plan and a purpose by a loving Father. Stop worrying about the approval of the masses and focus on the approval of God. The hilarious thing again is Romans 4:18. Whoever serves Christ is acceptable to God and approved by men. You actually get approval from the world when you choose to get into relationship with God and put on the jacket of purpose. The thing you so desperately wanted from your university friends, the way you get approval from the world is by being authentic, is by being genuine, is by putting on a jacket called purpose that was designed and crafted with you in mind. Number two, what happens when you put on the jacket of purpose? Miraculous experiences. There's no experience greater than the love of God. Full stop. Nothing. There's no drug that will make you feel as good. There's no high that will make you feel as great. There's no relationship with a guy or a girl that will take you there. There's nothing. greatest approval, the greatest experience, the greatest thing you can feel comes from a relationship with a loving Father. And when you put on a jacket that He designed for you, this jacket, it feels good. It feels good. Miraculous experience will start to happen in your life when you put on a jacket of purpose. Supernatural breakthrough, supernatural miracles, supernatural things start to happen when you put on a jacket called purpose. Why? Because God is at work in your life. Number 3, forgiveness. You put on a jacket of purpose. You're forgiven by God. And you can forgive others. When you're in the will of God, it becomes a lot easier to forgive. When you're living a life connected to the Father and wearing a jacket that He designed for you, you're close to Him, it becomes a whole lot easier to forgive. Because suddenly, instead of pain, you feel peace. Because He's the Prince of Peace. So hang out with Jesus long enough, suddenly peace starts to seep into your life. Suddenly things start to change. Where there was pain, there's forgiveness. Where there's regret, it's gone. The Prince of Peace called Jesus starts to affect your life. Why? Because you got a jacket on called purpose.